Hello, my fellow Kenyans. Habari zenu Wakenya wenzangu. I am Gakonga the coach and the pioneer of Vision Total Football Kenya. Wakenya wenzangu, nadhani kuwa mwaka mpya umeanza sawasawa na mambo yanaenda sawasawa. I know at a personal level we all have commitments and we all have dreams that we want to see them come true. So Wakenya wenzangu, whatever you are trying to pursue, carry on, be persistent, don't give up, and whatever you want to succeed in, it will happen, Wakenya wenzangu. So let's keep going. But at this point, Wakenya wenzangu, I want us to catch up with our Vision Total Football Kenya and our football liberation. Wakenya wenzangu, I'll kickstart us by talking about Kenneth Matiba. What we are going to do in our football in Kenya, we are going to make Ken Matiba happy, because Ken Matiba, as we all know, he was the president of Kenya Football Federation around 1974. At that point, Wakenya wenzangu, I was barely 3 years old. And today, our football is struggling. So that shows you that Ken Matiba could not succeed in sorting the issues in our football. Akina Peter Kenneth, they came through. Akina Nick Nyamwea, so many presidents have come along, Wakenya wenzangu, but our Kenyan football still remain where it is, at a very poor state. But we missed the transformation train. Ken Matiba, during Ken Matiba's time, honestly, that was the time where the train left without the passengers, because what Ken Matiba did in that federation during then, which was Kenya Football Federation, he managed it well. Corruption was not there, Wakenya wenzangu, in our Kenyan football, and he wanted to professionalize football properly, and he was opposed. And for those who don't know, that is why Ken Matiba only took office for 4 years, and he did not want to renew his term, because people within football stopped him from professionalizing Kenyan football. And he said, it is either we go profession or we have no football in Kenya. So he was right, and Ken Matiba was a man ahead of his time when it comes to football, Kenya wenzangu. And I now see that at that point there was political will to sort football issues in Kenya. Management was good under Ken Matiba. But another point here is that Ken Matiba, with his football, with Kenya Football Federation, then he was one man who wanted everything to change, but the system then within was not supporting him. And this is why I'm saying that sorting the system is one of the most important thing in sorting Kenyan football. I have studied all those people from Ken Matiba to today, Nick Mwendo, and what I have seen is the system that is wrong. So this is why in my video I keep saying this is not an individual battle. This is not a personal fight. And this is why I'm asking people who are in FKF to not just go shouting and start fighting me. I want to change the system so that the person who will come in as the president will use the system and will continue to improve Kenyan football. The only thing that needs changing in our Kenyan football is the system entirely, so that there is transparency, integrity, good management, good governance. Football governance can be separated from management. At the moment, everything is together. That is why you see Nick Mwendo appearing here where the team is doing this. He appears there when the sponsor comes in. He appears there when Safaricom want to do something. He appears there when FIFA want to do something, because everything is jumbled. Kila kitu kimechanganyika. Hakuna mtu anaelewa aende north or south ama afanye nini. When the new president come, for example, the time of Nick Mwendo, when he came in, he brought in CEO Robert Muthomi. This should not happen in proper federation, because the CEO is supposed to be an employee of the company. The chairman should come alone and leave alone when he is elected. Wakenya wenzangu, come alone, leave alone. Go home alone, like so that the company, the federation, can run itself with or without the chairman. So the chairman is the head, yes, but it shouldn't be that when the chairman comes, changes everything. He brings the people that he wants with him, because this aids corruption. Changes everything, including the national team coach. Everything around him is the people that he wants. This aids corruption, and that is why I'm saying we have to change the system, Wakenya wenzangu, so that the system runs itself. The chairman will come and go when his term ends, Wakenya wenzangu. But this is just a small section of what I'm saying. I want to see a total transformation, and this is why I keep saying it is almost like ushering in a new era for football in Kenya. Things we have never seen before, things we have never thought they would be possible in Kenya, they will be, Wakenya wenzangu. We missed the train over 45 years ago, Wakenya wenzangu, 1974. That is where we started going wrong. So now we must take a U-turn, yeah? We must get to a roundabout where we are now and take a quick U-turn, Wakenya wenzangu, so that we can sort our football problems, Wakenya wenzangu. That's why I said Nyamweya could not sort football in Kenya. Even Nick Mwendwa cannot sort the football in Kenya. Even if we have another president that we think is good enough, he will not be able to sort it unless the system is well sorted, Wakenya. Peter Kenneth was there. Yeah, Peter Kenneth, he's a politician. Peter Kenneth was a footballer, Wakenya wenzangu, and also he was not able to do anything because it is the system. Once a president gets in there, he becomes part of the system. The bad corruption, the corrupt system, corruption is everywhere in our Kenyan football. Why? It is allowed by the system. And this is why I'm saying sorting the new system, the way I'm saying, the way I have put it in Vision Total Football Kenya, there will be no room for corruption. Anyone will become what he or she wants. Football coach, football referee, football agent, everything will be transparent. The system will run itself. And given 5 years plus, our football in Kenya will reach somewhere where no one could have imagined. Even FIFA, I have said this again, will come to Kenya to witness what has happened. And this is why I'm saying that this change, this ushering in new era for football, yeah, it is unstoppable. This is why I have said I have written to CAF, I have written to FIFA, so that they well understand where we are coming from and why we want to change our football, starting from the system. And this is why I said that FKF will not last. FKF will not hold another football election. FKF days are over, Wakenya wenzangu. This is the last year of FKF as a football governing body, Wakenya wenzangu. Why? Because we have the right vision. Why? Because we have the right system. Why? Because vision tells us where we should go. And that vision, Wakenya wenzangu, I'll tell you now. The first page of Vision Total Football Kenya talks about disbandment of FKF. FKF will be disbanded. It is not up to FIFA. It is not up to CAF. It is up to the Kenyan people, Wakenya, Kenyan citizen, me and you, Wakenya wenzangu. We want FKF disbanded so we can start afresh, Wakenya wenzangu. Our football is over 50 years back. Yeah, 50 years plus back. How do we catch up, Wakenya wenzangu, with modern football? Only by sorting our football system. So Wakenya wenzangu, please help me. And before you forget, subscribe to this channel, Wakenya wenzangu. Let us keep conversating. Let us keep sharing. Remember, Vision Total Football Kenya is about me and you. Vision Total Football Kenya is about changing our football. Wakenya wenzangu, Raila Odinga has tried behind the scene to change our Kenyan football. It has not worked. Now at this point, political will is there. What is needed is a blueprint to change our football. This is the best time to sort football issues in Kenya because, as you know, political will is there, yeah, to change things in Kenya. President Uhuru Kenyatta has said he wants corruption-free Kenya. So this is the time, Wakenya wenzangu. Let us not ignore this train. Yeah, the train for changing our football is back here again. We missed it in 1974. This is 2019. The train has taken a U-turn and is passing Kenya again. Wakenya wenzangu, as Kenyans, let us jump in this train to reform our football. Let us jump in this train to increase our sports economy. Let us jump in this train to sort our football system, Wakenya wenzangu. Wakenya wenzangu, I'll leave you in peace, and I want you to do your effort and subscribe to this channel. Wakenya wenzangu, have a lovely day. I leave you in peace. I'm gone.